Our Bible story today is the story of Jairus' daughter. Jesus not only told stories and taught people about what God's kingdom is like, but through different miracles he showed people how he had the power of God too. What's that, Francis John? You've been very busy this week learning how to do first aid. Oh, what have you been doing? You've learnt how to help people who are not feeling well, how to put on bandages, and when you should call for help and how to do that. Oh, that sounds important. In our story today, we hear how sad everybody was when Jairus' little girl died, but how Jesus was able to bring her back to life. Are you ready for our story today? The story of Jairus' daughter.
One day, a man named Jairus came to see Jesus. He was a leader of the synagogue where the local people worshipped. He only had one daughter. She was 12 years old and was dying. Jairus bowed down at Jesus' feet and begged him to come to his house. As Jesus was going to Jairus' house, he stopped to heal a woman who had touched his clothes. While Jesus was still speaking to her, someone came from Jairus' house and said, "Your daughter has died. Don't bother the teacher anymore." Jesus heard this and said to Jairus, "Don't be afraid. Just believe and your daughter will be well." When they got to Jairus' house, everyone was crying and feeling sad because the girl was dead. But Jesus said, "Don't cry. She is not dead. She is only sleeping." The people laughed at him because they knew that the little girl was dead. Jesus only let Peter, James and John and the girl's father and mother go inside with him. Jesus held the little girl's hand and called to her, "Little girl, get up." Immediately her life returned to her and she stood up. Jesus said, "Give her something to eat." The girl's parents were amazed at what had happened.
We heard in our story the sad news that although Jairus had asked Jesus to come and heal his daughter, the little girl had died before Jesus got there. Everyone thought that this was the end because they knew that people who are dead can't come back to life. But Jesus brought the little girl back to life. No human could do that. It was a miracle, and it showed everyone that Jesus was also God. I wonder, what things are making you sad at the moment? You may like to close your eyes and think about something now. I'm going to say a prayer, and if you'd like to make it your prayer too, please say Amen at the end after me. Dear God, you know what is making me and other people sad today. Please use your power as Jesus did to make things come right again. Amen. What's that, Francis John? You know that you need to practice some of the first aid you have learnt so you can remember what you need to do if you need to use it. That sounds like a very good idea. Could you practice on me first? I suppose so. Well, thank you for joining us today for the story of Jairus' daughter. We look forward to you joining us again soon. Goodbye and God bless.